It's your boy Tony Jerome, and today I'm gonna show you guys how I keep my soles clean. So we're here live on location in my bathroom, you know, where all the magic happens. But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys what I use to keep my soles clean. Today I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I use. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm not gonna hide anything. It's no secret. I'm gonna show you guys how I keep my soles clean in this episode. So without further ado, plus my back is killing me bending over the sink, let's get with this video on how I keep my soles clean. Peace. Alright, so right now I'm behind the camera. I'm gonna show you guys all the products that I use, the soap and the brushes and everything I use specifically to clean my shoes. And first off, I'm gonna show you guys this is one of my secret ingredients right here. All it is hand soap and water. I watered it down already, you know, I don't want it too soapy. It's just regular soap and water. You can see it's in the soft soap bottle. Advertising for these people, free advertisement. And all it is, it was just a little, the soap was about right here in the bottom. I just filled it up with water and I just use this, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I use this. So this is one of the things that I use, a hairpin. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I use a hairpin for to clean my soles. I don't know if you can focus in, it's so damn small. Or a toothpick. I use either of these two to clean my shoes. Let me zoom in right there so I can focus a little bit better. Or no, it's not. It's focusing on the sink. Trying to work in close quarters here. Bear with me. But yeah, all it is a toothpick and a hairpin. I use either or to clean the soles of my shoes, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I use these for. And then another thing that I use is a regular toothbrush. This is one of my old toothbrushes I don't use anymore. I use it for my shoes. And I use a shoe/boot brush, double-sided. Let me make sure these things are focused. So a toothbrush and a boot brush are the two brushes that I use. And I also use a sponge and Brillo pad. You can see I use the hell out of this, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I use these. And then last but not least, my final secret ingredient, and Jason Mark is gonna be pissed off, and all those other shoe cleaner companies are gonna be pissed off because this is probably what they use in them. I'm just playing. My secret ingredient, OxiClean laundry stain remover. Let me focus so you guys can see exactly what it is. OxiClean laundry stain remover. Alright, today's shoes that I'm going to be using to clean is, you can see, my Stealth 10s. I rocked these it was about a week ago. I've been meaning to do this video, I've just been really busy. And you can see we got some stains. I did a review, and that stain, grass stain, mold stain, whatever the hell it is, it was there in the review. I can't believe I didn't clean. I can't believe I forgot to clean these shoes when I put them in a box. That's so unlike me. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna show you guys how I keep them clean, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up, and then I'll be right back behind the camera. Peace. All right, so now I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and just go ahead, pull up the little plug in the sink. I'm gonna put a little bit of water. You don't need a lot of water for this because, I mean, I normally switch out the water once I do one shoe. It depends on how dirty the bottom of the shoe is. If it's real dirty, then I'll switch out the water. If not, if the bottoms is not that dirty, then I'll use them for both shoes. And then I just put a little bit of my little soap and water concoction and just do a couple squirts, about 4 or 5 squirts, 6, you know, no big deal. Let me put this out the way. And then I spray some of my my little secret ingredient, my OxiClean laundry. It's brand new, so I gotta do a couple. There you go, 1, 2, 3. You know, just a little bit. You know, just a little bit. You want to see a little bit of bubbles when you spray in there, not too much. I'm gonna keep this right here, and then make sure this is tight. And I'm gonna edit this out real quick. I gotta dry my hands real quick before I touch the shoes. So before I clean my shoes, the first thing I do, I take the dry shoe brush and I just get any excess dirt, dust, or anything like that that's on this shoe. And just go ahead and just brush the shoe off. I start from the top of the shoe and I work my way down to the sole. You want the sole to be the last thing that you clean in the shoe. like I said, I keep my shoes fairly clean, so it's not too much work for me. For the uppers, to clean the upper, just taking any excess dust and dirt off. It was sitting for 2 weeks, so it collected some dust on it. I've been meaning to do this video like 2 weeks ago. I've just been real busy. So this is the first shoe. It's pretty. I take the dust off. The second shoe, do the same thing. The second pair, real dusty. I try to follow the way of the suede or nubuck. So I try not to go against the grain. So when I see it turns white, I don't know if the camera, I'm not behind the camera, so I can't see if it's. So I just try to go the opposite way of how to I just scratched that right there on my hand. When I create little scratches like that, I use the toothbrush. The toothbrush has a finer bristles, so it gets most of the dust out of here. It's more gentle on the shoe. I have another suede brush and I'm gonna show you guys real quick. I forgot to bring it in here with me, but I normally use that, but I'm just gonna use, you can use a toothbrush also. See, it has a little bit of dust on there. Like it rubbed up against something in the car or something. All right, so that's basically how I clean the upper with the brush. I have a shoe brush, a softer bristle shoe brush. It's gonna take some of these marks that I put in there with the harder stiff brush or whatever. But I'm gonna get into how I clean the soles, exactly how I clean my soles. As you can see, let me get behind the camera real quick so I can make sure that I can show you guys exactly how the sole is. So this is the before. You see how dirty it is? It has like hold on, let me get on this side. I'm blocking the light. There you go. You can see this is before. See some heel drag right there. Look like some grass stains. Look like some mildew or something I stepped on in the grass or something. So you can see the bottom of the shoe is dirty. This is the left side of the shoe. I'm gonna show you guys the right shoe. Right shoe is not as dirty, but it is still dirty. You guys can see that before. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do it. I get some of the oxy spray. Let me put the pad right over here. Well, before I spray it, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I spray the shoes, I take the hair clip or the toothpick, and I usually just knock out the pieces of rock and chunks of dirt or whatever that gets in the little cracks. I'm trying to get behind the camera so you guys can see. I'm trying to do this on both sides. I'm trying to work both sides of the camera, so bear with me. I hope this is in the frame. So you see, I use this to just scrape out any rocks, gravel, pieces of dirt, debris, whatever. I use that to, clean out the cracks of them. And then I use a toothpick, they should have a finer end to get in the little cracks that you can't see. Oh, it broke off right there. This toothpick is old, so it's breaking off real easy. But use that to get any loose gravel and stuff like that. Let me get behind the camera while I do this, so I can kind of show you guys so you guys can see. So right here. Yeah, so I just use that, scrape out I'm gonna look to see if there's any. So there you have it. This one isn't that bad. Scrape out any extra gravel, rocks, grass, or anything. So once I clear out all the cracks, let me get the next shoe. This one is real bad. This one, a chunk of rock right there. Take that out, you hear it flying across the room. You might want to wear some eye protection too, man, because sometimes these little rocks fly out and hit you in the face. I almost knocked my damn eye out one time. Just get all this right here. See, like this grass mold. It's like cut grass. It's like I stepped on like a chunk of cut grass or something on the concrete. Because if I know I'm wearing these white bottoms, I'm not going to be walking in grass in them. So this is probably like somebody cut their grass in the neighborhood and flew off, a piece of it flew off in the sidewalk or something. just gonna go ahead and just try to get as much of that out as you can. It just makes it, scraping this out with a toothpick or a hair clip, it just makes it a whole lot easier when you clean the shoe. Makes it a whole lot easier. Take off any excess if you step on gum or candy or anything like that, just go ahead and scrape that out. Okay, now that I got the majority, all the little rocks and debris from the cracks, we're gonna get into the cleaning now. Alright, so now that we got all the debris and everything out of there, these are done. I no longer need these. I can put these off to the side and put them up here. So then I get my Oxy. I already sprayed some in the water. I soak the pad with the Oxy spray, and then I spray a little bit on the bottom of the shoe. You try not to get this on the material of the shoe. You just spray it on the bottom of the sole, and then just get it a little bit wet. And then I just scrape it with the Brillo pad. I'm using the padded side. And you just try to get in there and clean as much as the dirt that you can physically see. You already see a color change. You can see all the dirt just melting right off into the water. Like I said, I try not to get this on the midsole and especially on the upper. So I'm gonna block it from the camera. So I'm trying to do it at an awkward position. It's kind of weird, but let's go ahead and wash off any excess soap that's on the midsole. Then I'm gonna get the stiff brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a nice little scrub. You just want to do like little short strokes. You don't want to go too crazy because then it's going to splatter everywhere and get all over the upper. You don't want this water getting all over the upper, especially on an all suede shoe like this. Just do little strokes, brush strokes, back and forth. You see, you can already see a big difference already. Trying to get this side. Same thing, little short brush strokes up and down. I'm gonna use my sponge to get some of this water off. Just take it easy on the front. I don't want it to splash up on the upper. I'm gonna just do little small little brush strokes. Get the Brillo pad. Scrub the front, scrub the bottom, to try to avoid it from splashing up on the upper. And I just use the toothbrush to try to get a little bit more. When you have a mostly white sole like this, you're not gonna get it completely white like how it was. You're never gonna get it as white. Once you walk in these outside, and it's a white sole, you're never gonna get them as white as they were when you first got them. But you can keep them very white. You can get most of that dirt and stuff off of it. Just trying to get that little grass stain or whatever. Put it down so I can get the bottom part of the shoe. Trying to get around the edge right there of the shoe. Just want to go slow. You don't want it to splash everywhere all crazy. Alright, so I just got away to clean the second shoe. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and release the water, of course. We can get this out the way. We can get all the brushes out the way. We really don't need them anymore once we find a spot. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and rinse all the soap away. All right, so once we clean up the sink and get rid of most of the soap, you can just go ahead and pull the plug again. You can put some regular clean water in there. No chemicals, no nothing, just regular water. Fill it up a little bit. You don't have to use a lot of water. You just want to get enough water where the entire bottom of the shoe gets in the water. Let me go ahead and dry my hands before I touch the shoes real quick. All right, so you just want to grab the shoe, and you don't want to drop it into the water, but just put the sole where it gets to the sole. Just dip that a little bit in there, just to get the soap out of the cracks. I'm just doing it to the tip. I'm not even letting the water get up to the midsole. Just the actual top of the sole itself. That's about it. That's all you need. Get some of the soap out of there. You can even use a hand. I use a lot of soap right now. That was way too much soap. Don't use that much soap. But and I'm just gonna grab a towel. Just set it off to the side. Just wipe off some of the excess water. You don't have to dry it completely. Just wipe off most of the water. Put it off to the side. Do the same thing with the other pair. And you can see in the water, the reason why I do that is because you can see in the water, there's like dirt particles. I'm gonna see if I can grab the camera and I'll show you guys that real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the camera and try to see if I can show you guys the dirt that's in the water. Now you can't really see it, it's like too white. I think if you look in there, you can see like some of the dirt particles in the water. That's why I usually dip it like that, because you can actually see the dirt coming off in the cracks. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and dry the rest of the shoe. Just dry it off with a towel. No special type of rag or anything. You can use a towel, an old sock, whatever you got. Wipe off the midsole. My wife is gonna kill me because this is my daughter's old towel. She hasn't used it in like almost a year. So as you can see, it almost looks brand new, man. Let me get the other one. Let me get behind the camera so I don't block the light. Go ahead and wipe this off. Off the midsole right here. And boom, there you have it. Like I said, it's never gonna be as white. Whenever you have white soles and you wear them, it's never gonna be as white as when you first got it. You can barely see, you can barely see the dirt still. You can't really stains. You can't really pick it up. I know the light is a bit bright in here, but there you go. It almost pulls a DS mate. You can see a little shade difference right here up in the front. You can't help that. Toe drag, the heel drag is the same way. You can barely tell. You can barely see it, man. You can barely see it. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'm losing it. There you go. See, you can barely tell, man. I just rushed it real quick. See, it has a little grass stain, but this is just a real quick wash, man, to show you guys the difference. Zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. So there you have it, man. That's how I clean my soles. That's how I keep my soles clean. Bam. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna go get my shoe brush. And I'm gonna show you guys a brush that I actually use to brush the suede. Alright, so I got my shoe brush. This is the shoe brush I use right here. It's just a regular brush. You just want to go ahead and just clean off any excess of dirt or dust or whatever from the suede. Just give that some light brush down. Toe box. It just goes like a little back and forth motion. You know, kind of like the old school shoe shiners. And boom, that's it, man. Almost looks dead stock. It's a little wet spot right here. That's nothing serious. It's almost dead stock, man. It's a little wet stain right there. It's gonna dry off, no big deal. I was rushing this one, so I did this one a little bit sloppy. Or I was just trying to hurry up and shoot it for you guys, but you can see, man, it almost looks DS, man. Almost look back to DS. And this, my friends, is how I keep my soles clean. So, let me go ahead and grab the other shoe real quick. Do the same thing. And you guys just saw, hit me up, man. Let me know what you guys think about the video, man. This is how I clean my shoes. There ain't no magic to it. I don't use expensive cleaners. I mean, I did once upon a time. I used it, but then it was like $20 for a bottle about as big as this, and it's not worth it. So I figured I'm just gonna use my own little home remedies. For my, if I had to clean the suede on a different color, I would use the same. OxiClean. I would use it lightly. I would use a little bit. I wouldn't use a lot, and I would clean it the same way as I would use any other shoe cleaner. I'm not telling you guys to go out there and ruin your shoes with OxiCleaners, because if you don't do it right, it's gonna mess the stain up and it's gonna change a different color. It doesn't matter if it's black, white, gray, tan. I've seen people clean their boots and their shoes and they don't do it properly. They wet the shoe too much and it just stains it up. So don't say Tony Jerome or Supreme Kicks TV told you to go put OxiClean in your shoes. I'm just saying this is what I use, this is how I do it, and you see my kicks, man, they still look DS, man. They still look DS, as you can see. No tricks, no gimmicks. I'll show you guys live in person. If you guys want to see more of my tips and tricks on how I keep my shoes, go ahead and leave me a comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends about it, and let me know if you guys tried it and you tried my remedy and if it works for you and whatever. So, like I said, man, it keeps my soles clean, man. OxiCleaner, that's how I do it, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my contact card on the screen for you guys, so you can go ahead and contact me. You can hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Snups, Twitter, all that. Just go ahead and hit me up, man. So without further ado, I'm not gonna make this video too much longer. Hit me up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the love. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.